My grandmother and her friend, Mrs. Jenkins, have been inseparable since they were young girls growing up in a small town of Oakwood. They had shared everything together from their first crushes to their first heartbreaks. As they grew older, their bond only grew stronger. They would spend hours chatting on porch swing, sipping tea and reminiscing about the good old days. Mrs. Jenkins was like a second mother to me, always there with a kind word or a warm hug when I needed it most. One summer afternoon, as the sun was setting behind the oak trees, my grandmother and Mrs. Jenkins sat side by side on the porch swing, holding hands and watching the fireflies dance in twilight. "I don't know what I would do without you, Mary," Mrs. Jenkins said softly, in her voice filled with emotions. My grandmother squeezed her friend's hand tightly and replied, "I feel the same way, Martha. You are my rock, my confidant, my sister." Tears welled up in both of their eyes as they sat in silence, grateful for the bond that had stood the test of time. And as the stars began to twinkle in the night sky above them, my grandmother and Mrs. Jenkins knew that their friendship would last forever, just like the memories they had created together in home.